Oof.
What?
Got a little bit of a tingle.
Normally people do that before.
They can't control when they get a tingle. I woke up in the middle of the night like dying on a cough.
I think that's just what happens with men as they age. But you don't drink or smoke or nothing, so.
What do you mean? They just no. I don't.
I think the hack.
No, that's what happens to someone who does.
I don't.
Nick.
I just know about people that do.
You have a hack.
I wake up.
You have
fine in the
You're
morning.
covered in phlegm
Covered in phlegm.
on the inside.
You couldn't find this. No.
Yeah.
I get rid of all my phlegm at around 9 a.m. every morning.
You have a morning hack because you're Nick.
It's more of like a.
Oh no.
Don't even Nick.
You Nick big time.
Oh, gosh.
How about me outing you for your motorcycle? I mean, I know they already know, but I just wanted to bring it back up.
What do you mean?
They were like talking about how great Finn was on his dirt bike, and I just watched the nerd
Yeah, crash into a tree.
Yeah.
Trees
Also,
don't move, Finn.
I could talk about that forever. All they want to do is dog me about how I rode on a dirt bike. It wasn't even fair.
What is the point? Like, what's the difference? Because he's younger? Like,
No, I think I was like around that age, probably.
When you were on a dirt bike, what do you mean? They were ragging you on a dirt bike. I thought you were talking
Because
about
I was
the
always
dirt
crashing
bike you
and
bought
quit.
on
But
Facebook.
I'm saying, no.
I think Finn's tougher than both of us were when we were
No,
his age.
dude. He sometimes acts tough, but like we were on the
He's a
trampoline.
wimp.
He always cowers in fear when I come
I never
around.
had a pet snake. By the time I was Finn's age, I definitely broke like 2 bones. I think I was more reckless than Finn was when I was his age, for
He
sure.
beats up on his sister pretty bad.
So
I'm
he's
always
a
like, dang,
dirtbag.
Elsie. I feel bad for Elsie.
Oh, yeah. I would
She's
beat up
younger,
Finn
and
if I
he'll be
saw
like,
him do that.
suplex, boom.
Oh,
And then
she's
I'll
gonna
go
be
up and I'll be like,
tough
don't
as
pick, how about you
rocks.
pick up on someone your own size?
You.
Yeah. And he cowers.
Yeah, he probably should.
Yeah,
If I
he
saw him
should.
beating him by LC, I would choke slam him.
I always have to put him in his place. Last family vacation, I kicked the dickens out of him.
Well, you always go a little bit too far with them.
Oh, please. You go a little bit
It's
too
funny
far.
because I don't even have kids, and I'm telling you that you'll do something. You'll throw Finn on the sofa, choke slam, and all of a sudden it'll be like you'll land him on the metal frame, and he'll be like grabbing his back.
It's funny you mentioned that. because
Every time you mess around, it's like, ooh, John just threw Lou 13 feet up in the air and
It's
landed
like-
for a dog bowl.
yeah.
You remember that time?
Yeah, that was terrible. Worst day of my life.
Yeah, John was tossing his daughter up. First kid having the time of his life. Slips.
It was awful.
Oh my gosh, it was terrible.
Yeah. Anyway, she took a tumble.
She's fine
She was
now,
okay.
we hope.
Actually, she
We'll
turned
wait
out,
till she gets to
she
middle
got a lot
school.
smarter afterwards. She didn't even know her name back then. Now she does.
Wow.
It's funny you mentioned that though, because I was just at the Moody's and I was playing on the trampoline in
Yep.
the Forest.
Here we go.
And they have a basketball goal, and I was like, "Hey, Forrest, hold on to this." And he grabbed the ball, and I was like, "All right, now you're gonna dunk it." And I threw him to outer space. It could have been awesome.
You threw him?
Yeah,
Oh.
I threw him in the air, and he could have slammed it. Instead, he cowered.
He's
and
a porcelain vase.
He flailed his little legs on the way down straight to his face.
on concrete?
No, on the trampoline.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
They have a basketball goal
I
on
was
their
thinking
trampoline.
about that when she started talking about
Yeah.
dunking. My goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a mess with those
It's just
kids.
like, I'm a nice guy, but I'm just too big.
Yeah, you're
like
you don't even know your own strength.
Andre
Like
the
Shrek.
Giant.
You're about,
Yeah, I was about to say Shrek, but I feel like he's mean the whole
Andre
time.
the Giant. Mean the whole time? Have you not seen 2 through 4?
Shrek's pretty much like a bad attitude guy the whole time.
Nah, he's got a pretty decent attitude.
Yeah, come from you.
Coming from old Mr. Bad attitude. Nah, he turns it around.
Did you see how they
expect
looked
from
in Shrek 5?
Oh,
like a
yeah,
preview
more
photo?
humanoid.
Oh, I mean, I just thought the Fiona looked like she had crack teeth.
What?
She looked like she did crack.
She lost a bunch of teeth?
Her teeth were all spread apart. She looked terrible.
Yeah. Well, I just think they're going to ruin it with their daughter. She seemed to have a big part, and I know she's going to be like,
Well, I mean,
Dad.
if they got Zendaya to do it, then I'm sure she's got a lot of lines.
Yeah, they're going to make
also,
ogres.
I mean, he had like sextuplets.
Yeah, where are the other kids?
Where are the other 5? Or are we just focusing on the one?
From the picture I saw, this one was supposed to be a dude, and now it's a girl.
From
like past like baby photos, the only eye color that matched with
can't be
baby. I mean, I could see them doing something like, ogres can switch their sexes with.
They wouldn't say that, would they? Especially after this showing from Snow White.
Snow White, brutal.
Oh my gosh, it's
Thank
bad.
God.
Yeah.
I hate that girl so much. Every time she talks, I'm like, I want to strangle you, and she's not like.
It's got a 2.1 out of 10 on IMDb.
Good.
Like the worst I ever heard. Why?
She's not ugly.
No, she's not a bad looking.
She's very pretty. But every time she talks, I'm like, please.
Gal Gadot is one of the prettiest girls I've ever seen. And then she looks in the mirror and she's like, "Who's the fairest of them all?" And then it's,
"Hi,
not even close.
I'm Rachel Ziegler."
Yeah,
I mean, she's pretty, but every time she talks, I'm like, please shut up.
She was good in the Hunger Games prequel movie. Did you ever
saw it?
It was good.
It was good.
It was good.
Yeah, but now I'm going into it with a bad attitude.
I think if you haven't seen it by now, you probably were never going to.
I like to have good attitudes going into movies, and now I have a terrible attitude with Rachel Ziegler. So I've never seen that.
This is coming from the good attitude guy.
I love having a good attitude. It takes me a long time, but I have a good attitude.
Yeah, dude, it's brutal. But who do they even make those movies for? Like, Snow White's a zillion years old.
The demographic they're making it for is so small, it's ridiculous.
Disney adults?
That's the
Don't you think?
Group. Oh.
Who else would want to watch Snow White? I can't get Louise to watch the original, so how am I supposed to get her to watch the live action?
She doesn't want to watch the cartoon version.
You know what? She watches the oldest one that she likes is Little Mermaid.
I think I saw one 30-second
She's also still
clip.
pretty young. I mean, I wonder what Elsie would want if she would watch Snow White.
Like a princess. I bet she would like... That would be a funny video. Being like Elsie's choice of what she decided how good Snow
Elsie's
White
choice.
is. Elsie's choice. That's what it's called. But her verdict of the first movie, that movie was fantastic.
I guarantee you, if Elsie watched the new Snow White, she'd be like, "That was great."
Oh, she's a beautiful princess, and we'd say liberal. I'm kidding.
Oh man, did you see Mom's text when she said, "Only one kid so far is a lib"?
Oh yeah,
that made me die. I didn't know who she was talking about.
Insane. I did think Emmett first.
Oh, you thought Emmett?
I thought Emmett first. He's a bit of a crybaby.
But she thinks Novi.
Well, Nova might be like a softball player in high school.
I don't think she's got that kind of vibe. She just is.
She's rough and tough. I mean, I feel
like she might get caught
wrestling at
tagging Train Depot.
Oh, jeez.
Like the kid in Santa Claus 2.
I just thought she would have been Big Butch at her school.
No, I don't think she's like that. I think she's just nuts.
I'm not saying all of that. Rough and tough.
Speaking of trans and
Elsie
Shrek.
and Nova are going to be way tougher than any girl.
Oh, Elsie's going to be the toughest girl of all time. You should see what Finn does to her.
Bullies the hell out of her. And Elsie is also going to be, they're both going to be very pretty, but they're both Elsie's just going to be beating the shit out of people. Yeah. Forrest.
I thought that might have been the lib. Too sweet. Just a nice little guy.
Yeah, just the nicest fella you've ever met. Lib.
Yeah, and I really...
Is that how you define libs, though?
Well,
nice. If I thought libs were nice, I would join their side.
Nah, well, they're kind of like gay nice. Like losers. It's always the dorks
it's always
at your school.
They're, I don't know.
It's not the cool, mean bullies.
Yeah, those guys are cool.
Those guys always turn
Everybody
conservative.
that bullied somebody in high school ended up pretty damn cool.
They want you to believe that they're going to turn into jerks, but honestly what happened is the bullies got nicer and the nerds got jerkier and turned into libs, and the bullies were just like, I'll just go be a construction guy.
I'll just go work in construction.
And then all the nerds went and worked in finance and hate their life.
Yeah.
Or became dentists.
10 hours a day. Having a terrible life.
You know what happens to dentists.
Suicide rate is second highest in
I thought it was
dentists.
first.
I think it's second.
I went to the dentist today. Very nice dentist who would never ever do that.
That girl?
No, the man, Dr. Lee. Ethan's cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the girl's Ethan's cousin too.
What?
The girl is Dr. Lee's daughter.
The girl that never lets me just sit there silently for 30 minutes?
No. That's a technician. That's a dental technician.
I've never
There's
seen
a second doctor there now. He just hired his daughter to take over the practice.
Really?
Dr. Lee Jr.
Dr. Lee's cool because he talks to me after his hands aren't in my mouth.
Yeah. I can't stand when they talk to you with my hand in the mouth.
Also, I had this on my notes. I have a bunch of bullet points from my life since we decided to do this pod till now.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those is I was sitting in a Great Clips.
Uh-huh.
So after it was a Thursday afternoon, 4:30 p.m. around the time I get off of work every day.
You always gotta take a shower after Great Clips, or else your hair's gonna smell like cigarettes.
Oh, is that your problem?
I'm just saying, they all smell.
There's only been one old white lady that would have been an issue that I can think of in my whole lifetime getting my hair cut at.
There's this one guy that we work with loosely. Not like he works for Chisel Mill. He's a contractor. When he comes into the office and shakes your hand, you have to wash your hands immediately.
Cigarettes.
And dude, even after you wash your hand, just from one handshake, I swear to you, you will smell like a pack of Marlboro Reds.
How many cigarettes do you think it takes to get to that?
I mean, he must smoke them all day long.
So 2 packs a day.
Or he smoked them so much growing up that he just couldn't die.
It was in his skin down.
In his
3 layers down.
Dude, I'm like, man, if so-and-so comes in, I'm going to barf.
I'm at Great Clips, dude. Yeah, no kidding. But so I'm at Great Clips, and I'm sitting in the...
One across the street from the office?
No, the brand new one by the house.
I haven't been there yet.
So it's pretty good.
Yeah.
She cut my hair too short on top last time, but
good.
It'll grow. I like being able to I wanted to go all the way back. I want to be like Arthur Shelby. Partially.
You have way more hair than him.
It's not the exact look I'm going for, but I want it to be all the way back.
Yeah.
I want it to I push it back on my hand, and then it's curling up at the top.
I think yours would look better if you grew out the sides too.
I am.
It doesn't look like it.
Your hair is gross now.
I'm married.
I hope you know that.
I'm done working on me. I'm just trying to get you.
Okay, fair. So I'm at Great Clips.
Yeah.
And there's 2 hairstylists there at 4:30 p.m. I think that's a little too low.
For 4:30, yeah, that could be a hot hour.
But also, all old people.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody under 70 there but me.
Mm-hmm.
There was a woman in the chair taking up all of the hairstylist's time to the point where he was like, if you just want to do the shampoo today, and then you can come back later once you decide it. Because she's making a big decision. Eventually, I figured out, I think she was cutting a hair for a wig.
Yeah.
And her hair was super long. She was 75,
mm-hmm.
all gray. All of a sudden, she starts crying in the chair.
Oh, no.
And now I'm starting to trying to be sympathetic, but I'm pissed.
Yeah.
She's taking up one of the 2 hairstylist times to a 40-minute period. And I was just sitting there.
Doing what? Just deciding how to cut her hair?
Deciding what hairstyle she wanted to cut it as.
Did she have cancer or something?
That's the only reason I felt slightly sympathetic, but I was pissed.
Yeah,
Even if you have cancer.
You got to go in there.
If you're on chemotherapy, you buzz it.
Yeah.
And then you lose the rest eventually. I mean, not trying to be unsympathetic, but that's what happens on chemo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what percentage of people don't lose their hair on chemo.
I think they all do.
No, I think there's a possibility you don't. Or maybe it's just your eyebrows. I think your eyebrows stay.
I think some of them lose those too.
Would you rather have no hair, eyebrows, or eyebrows, no
I can pull off bald pretty good. So I'll keep my eyebrows. I saw Shia LaBeouf one time without eyebrows, and I was like,
good?
Oh, yeah, I know I can. I got a perfectly round head.
You know that's a bad sign.
No. Guys who can pull off bald
God's like,
never go bald. It's always the guys who deserve, who don't deserve it.
No, because Matt McClain, perfectly rounded head. He was destined to be bald since the second he had.
Let me think of a bald guy with an ugly head.
And I think of one.
Once guys go bald, you get used to it.
How Dad's pretty thin.
Yeah, and he's 60 years old. I don't care if I have Dad's hair. 60 years old.
Oh, I'm gonna
4 kids.
Freaking Frank Wren. Are you going for 4?
Yeah. I'm just saying, like,
are you gonna do daughter, son?
Yeah. I'm gonna
define.
Yeah.
What's your next pattern? Son, daughter.
I think that'd be the goat.
That'd be beast
at this point. But Mom and Dad did was best. What's funny is no one
2
else.
2 daughters, 2 sons.
Perfect.
Yeah.
No one else in our family had that same trajectory.
What do you mean?
Caitlin went son, daughter, daughter, and if you count Jack, she went 2 sons.
Addie was close. Well, she went son, so immediately.
She went son, 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 son.
Yeah, but she could have done son, daughter, daughter.
Yeah, but that would have been reversed. But no one's had the same first 2 even. Caitlin went daughter, son.
How birth goes.
She went son, son. I went daughter, son. All 3 different, and for Mom and Dad.
When your son is in like kindergarten, do you think
he'll be able to beat you up? Probably.
Absolutely not. Okay, now that you say that, I'm gonna have to beat the shit out of this kid. You think he'll slick his hair back like Dad did for us?
Yeah, so he can go in the bathroom and fix his hair so he doesn't get bullied before class? I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I'm gonna let him pick his.
It always falls right.
Oh, he made that shit up. You had to be like this.
Falls right. Oh well, I did that in middle school. But the first thing I do after I get out of the shower,
I do it now. I like it now, but I'm gonna let the kid.
But I'll put all the product that you put in your hair. That's why you're gonna be bald. And
I don't care, dude. At least I don't look like a freaking homeless man. You got like all this hair, and I'm like, it's in your face. I would much rather look like. What if I start using
product at 50? Now all of a sudden you're like this like weird like pretty chubby old 60-year-old.
Are you married yet, or
I hope so.
Did you waste 50. All your time with a homeless man haircut, waiting to be 50 with the perfect hair?
That's what's holding me back. Just a freaking. They're like, oh, that guy's got a lot of thick hair. You want a whole list? I wouldn't want it now. Everyone gets married and then they're like, oh well.
I did it. Loser.
Your turn.
Yeah.
No.
I even found you a nice prospect. Sent you to her.
Said nice.
Yeah, and then you started making jokes.
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Say, give me your number.
Do you have it?
You didn't ask.
You don't have it.
I could ask Taylor.
Oh, I mean, I didn't know how. I said nice. This whole thing.
Oh, today I went to the racetrack by the Chick-fil-A across from the office that just got rebuilt.
My God. Hire that builder.
Oh,
every time I saw that, I was like, man, that Chick-fil-A in Fayetteville got built fast as hell.
Yeah, but I think when they're about to tear down Chick-fil-A that they're going to build back, they probably have all their ducks in a row.
Well, obviously, they're ducks in a row, but it's still.
You've seen how fast they build these Publixes? Like that one over by Costco went up super fast. The one Arbor Springs
one. I think it's almost like a.
They have a year.
You forget about it.
Well, they have a year to build it for like a big bonus, I think. From Publix.
That looks like a tick on my hand.
Oof.
Which is rather concerning.
Yeah.
Gotta stop walking through the woods with Dana.
Yeah, he'll get you covered.
Yeah.
That racetrack, there is this. So I went to the racetrack by that Chick-fil-A. And when I was checking out, there is probably one of the most blatantly obvious trans dude turned into a chick.
I've been to that racetrack a lot, and I can't think of the person.
Well, they have like purple and green hair.
Ah.
So it's that'll make you
just
already
a heads
know
up.
That'll make you know something's up, and then you'll look at it.
You're gonna want to go to my aisle.
Yeah, and then the person was like, "Hey, how are you?" And I'm like, a little bit. Should I look him in the face because I'm worried I'm gonna make a face? Like, I know what you are.
Yeah.
So then I feel like I was overly nice. I'm great. How are you doing? Good, good.
That's what I do when...
you need a bag? No, thank you. No, thank you. Have a nice day. No, thanks, she. Ah!
It's tough, dude. It's tough. I wish you guys didn't put me through all this pressure. I got enough pressure in my life.
Yeah. And like I was super nice to the person.
Oh, that's what I do with.
But just let me call you dude.
That's what I do with black people at the grocery store.
You're too nice to him because you're afraid that you might say.
So if I picture, I'll set the scene for you.
Yeah.
I'm walking past the aisle. I look up. I see what the potential of the aisle is. There's 5 items up top. If I need pasta, yada. I look up. I decide I don't need anything. I look down the aisle. I see 2 black people. I would walk down that aisle so that they didn't
think that you're dodging them.
I'm like, no, go to the next aisle. But if it was like a group of 2 white people, I'd be like, I don't need pasta.
Yeah.
I don't need pasta.
Yeah, I agree with that. So like,
if I was like, black people,
I better keep walking.
No, I'm like, okay, I'll just walk down this freaking aisle.
That's fair because say you're in this situation. Say if you're going into a gas station and someone's walking behind you, but right in the limbo zone of 2.
Don't hold the door.
Don't hold the door. Hold the door. Yeah. There's much more likely of me being like,
a 45-year-old black guy.
I better hold this
filling
door.
Up his gas, and I'm like, I gotcha,
buddy.
Take your time.
Yeah. There's definitely much more reason.
Yeah, there is.
If I'm like if I thought about locking my car door and then I see a black guy walk by,
that's a great one. That's a great one.
I hope he doesn't hear this.
I'll hit it 3 freaking times for a white person. Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I'm a little racist in reverse.
I know.
Because if I saw a white pregnant lady walking and a black dude, I might be... If there's a white pregnant lady walking close to a door and a black guy and I'm holding the door open, the black guy probably...
You're next, lady.
Yeah, the black guy probably had the farther distance for me to keep it open.
That's crazy, dude. I mean, shit.
Oh, I actually thought about this. I was thinking about when we were talking about the porta potty business.
Yeah.
And we should make a commercial, and it would be hilarious. I was just thinking about how funny it could be, and I thought like it starts off at your porta potty, and then you step out, and you're like, I just pooped in there. So what? Because people never pooped in a porta potty. And then I also thought about a part where a lady, an old.
I like that first.
Oh, it's hilarious. It would be hilarious. And then here's the part that reminded me of that. An old lady's walking to go see your porta potty. I mean, she's like 90, got a walker and everything. And then you stop. This is especially when we were talking about being veteran owned and operated. And then you stop her and you go, whoa, lady. He's a veteran. And then you let this like young veteran go in front of her.
To the porta potty?
Yeah. Let him skip her in line because obviously you're going to service the veteran.
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't love it.
It was just an idea. It's to get some social media traction.
I didn't even know we were talking about this on the pod.
Oh, well, I mean, people can...
Here's what I'm picturing now that we're talking commercials for the
business.
Porta potty business. 6 porta potties.
Yeah.
At war in Vietnam.
That's funny too.
AK-47s on their arm, and they're just porta potties. And then we, in the least offensive way possible, we have 6 opposing porta potties across the way.
Yeah.
And they're shooting at them. They're obviously different colors, but we just don't know which group to go against yet. The Russians. They're red and yellow.
Yeah.
And our camo porta potties just mowing them down.
That's great.
Boom.
So the porta potties have like arms?
Enough to hold an AK-47 at their hip.
Oh, that's rich. Yeah, we could have some great stuff.
If you're going to trust a porta potty.
That's a good one.
Trust our porta potty. Yeah. But yeah, hopefully that lady at Great Clips did not have cancer. Here's another qualm I had over the last few weeks. Left sock right sock. Have we ever talked about this?
Would you rather them not have LNRs?
Obviously.
Yeah, why did you do that?
You think it would be 50%, but every time you wake up for the morning for work and put on a left sock, right sock, you always end up with a right sock.
If I know they have an LNR, I gotta put it on the right foot.
Really? I'm RL.
You do that all the time?
Oh, real life, baby. All the time. I mean, I'm always RL. And it's like you would think it's 50-50, but if you just leave it up to the gods and throw that sock on, you're ended
That's
up with an R.
That's just because those are the ones you notice.
What do you mean?
You notice when it's on wrong. You don't notice. You don't go, hey, I put my socks on right today.
But are they wrong? What
Obviously.
is the difference between a right sock and a left sock?
Do you think when they make LNRs that they might make the toe of one where the big toe goes a little longer?
But it's like elastic. It's an elastic. It stretches. Every sock pretty much stretches. And also, do you think that every sock, even if they don't have an L and an R, have a specific
No.
L
If they don't have LNR, they're made the exact same way.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because that would be...
Because they face each other, in a way. If you put two socks beside each other, there would be like...
I think that's just Newton's law of gravity.
A big toe, big toe.
Two items have gravitational pull towards each other.
That's not what I'm talking about at all. You're not getting it, though.
No. That's just how you set them down, dude. That's not right.
So there's no left sock, right sock.
No, unless it has an LR.
So do you think they made a change to the left sock, right sock before they shipped it without just stitching an L on one and stitching an R on the other? I'm furious about this. I wish they never did it.
I think that the socks are probably the same and they shouldn't make an L and an R on them.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I'm pissed now, honestly. Because it throws me off every single day. I already asked that question. Oh, do you want to talk about the show?
Yeah. Invincible Season 3.
We got pretty deep into the sub.
No, we've only been talking like 20 minutes.
Really?
Taylor just said the car... Oh, never mind.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, no, not about the episode. I thought she said the car glows in the dark. I thought she was talking about our car, and I was like, our car glows in the dark?
That would be sweet.
But Addie gave Louise a car while we were over there. So that's what she's talking about, toy car.
Yeah, I feel like you would have known by now.
I know.
All right, let's rate it. I'm going off the top. Give me actually like 10 seconds. I think. Got it.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
8.8. Oh! I did all that before! I locked it so quick.
8-9 and 8-8.
Damn.
I think it was a good season, but I gotta tell you.
Oh, I thought you were going to come in here a different way.
What do you mean?
Because you really liked, like, you were hyping it up because I was a little bit behind you.
I love the story of Invincible. I think it's a great story. I think the animation's cool. I don't like all the blood and gore. I hate what they did to Eve.
Oh, yeah, that was brutal, but it was worse in the comics.
Then I certainly wouldn't like those.
So
I don't like when they kill, like, little kids.
Oh, like when they took that kid's arm off when they were flying through the beach?
Yeah.
They did that. I'm okay with it because it's cartoon.
It's
the boys.
I didn't watch the last season of The Boys.
Really?
I quit it.
Really?
And I just don't like it.
Yeah.
It feels wrong.
Right. Don't have this guy on your front line. I wouldn't be able to do it either. I mean, like, if it was real life.
No, I could do real life.
Oh, okay.
Those are my brothers. And we're gonna blast some Somalians.
We cool with...
Well, I just watched Black Hawk Down for the first time.
Okay.
Have you ever seen it?
No.
It's good. Total shit show. What?
We did?
Well, like, we went and there was a civil war in Somalia, and they killed like 300,000 people. So the U.S. were like, all right, we got to get involved and take down this guy.
Why do we got to get involved in that?
Everyone just thinks that we're the big brother that's going to save the day all the time.
It's ridiculous. Hey, guys, there's a fight going on in Ukraine.
Dude.
Are you going to do something about it?
You should watch Black Hawk Down. It's sick, but... It almost makes you want to join the military, even though it was a shit show. Those guys they were brothers. And you know what's cool about the U.S. military is, say if someone gets shot, like in the middle of the street, they will go save that guy, even if it means like losing that guy would mean
losing 3 others.
Yeah, which is what you want. Stories. Which is what you want. You know, like a helicopter goes down.
Outcome. You just know one of your brothers is down.
Yeah, and they go and they try and save him. Sometimes the guy gets saved. I've heard some
stories on like Joe Rogan or something where it was like, yeah, this guy went down. We had this helicopter. We landed it. We were going to this point. We extracted him. We were all going there, and by the end of it, like, he was the only one that survived.
Yeah, I mean, that's like Saving Private Ryan's basically about that.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, I think I saw Saving Private Ryan when I was growing up, but I'm about to become big into war movies ever since Black Hawk Down.
Really?
I want to watch Saving Private Ryan.
That was the turn?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I've never seen Black Hawk Down.
What about the one with True Story? Mark Wahlberg, he's on a hill.
Lone Survivor. That one's sick.
That's a good one.
That one will definitely make you want to join them. Even though the ones
that
everyone
like
6
dies, versus 100.
It was like 4, I think.
4 versus 100.
And they were just so badass.
Yeah.
We need some more military movies to come out to get our military back to being beasts.
You think it'll make people more juiced about being in the military?
Yeah. We need some cool commercials again.
Just not you. Like, you're not... You're like, oh, it made me want to join the military. You never do it.
Obviously, I'm 30 and I have diabetes.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Excuses. Excuses heading this way. I'm 28.
You know, if I tried to join the military, or if you especially, what Mom would have done?
Mom would be like, you're insane.
Oh, she would have stopped you in your tracks.
She would have cut my foot off.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it would have been cool
if you were in the military.
Yeah.
Dad threatened me with
You should have told him good.
Deal. Crazy. So good at my job now, and at one point Dad was like, "Hey man, military school seems pretty cool. It's an all-boy campus, and you can play all the lacrosse you want." And I was like, "Dude, what are you trying to do to me?"
Black Hawk Down has a ton of famous people. Jamie Lannister's in it. He's young.
British?
No, and that's the other thing I actually wanted to mention. There's a lot of British actors in it. And, you know,
American.
People talk shit about America, but I would never act in a movie being a British soldier like some kind of
Somebody
loser.
has, though. Like, the number of Americans that have acted like British people are so small. If you want to make it big,
you would act like one, but not like in their military acting like that's lame.
Oh, you're saying because it's military movie.
They wanted to be an American soldier.
Yeah, like
Lucius Malfoy's in it.
British.
Yeah.
Trying to act American.
Some other, but you can also tell the British guys in it because they all do a country accent. Well, I think that's probably because it's
easiest mix.
I feel like it's the easiest one. Well, they also. Country accents are so over the top.
Oh, when they do them?
Yeah.
I'll hear people speak in a country accent in movies, and I'm like, damn, can I even, like, do this?
Can I talk?
I thought I grew up in Georgia. No, I'm not even sure.
The guys that were British in it, they all did country accents, but the Americans in it, they just did their normal voice. They didn't have to do
anything. Yeah, they didn't have to do no southern.
Country guys are like,
country boy accent.
You better kill them skinnies, boy.
Kill them skinnies?
That's what they call them. I hope it's not bad.
What is this? What is it?
It was the Somalians that were bad. There was also
just calling them lean? How could that be bad?
Maybe because everyone over there was so skinny.
Yeah. Better kill them fatties, boy. That'd be funny. It would be a funnier video. For a movie.
They had, like, I don't know, it's crazy. Just it looks like something out of Call of Duty. You know, like.
They're just pulling up on boats?
No, it's in the middle of this, like, city that it's in, like, the dirt, you know, but there's, like, city and, like, everyone has guns and they just, you know, just
lighten
shoot
them up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like a lot of Americans died. It was a terrible plan. Yeah, they're like, we're gonna go in there and we're gonna take this guy, and then they so many Somalians had RPGs. They were taking down our helicopters with them.
What?
That's what Black Hawk Down was. A helicopter went down. Then they had to go save the guys in the helicopter.
It's a weird vibe. Like, this obviously doesn't go very far because we lost American soldiers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But when you hear, like, oh, the Iraqis or, like, the Somalis, like, actually took down, like, 4 of our tanks and, like, 3 helicopters, you're almost like,
wow.
Good job, guys.
How'd you pull that off? Yeah, kind of like Shane Gillis' whole thing.
Yeah, you're like, dadgum.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Shane Gillis' thing with, like, the Iraqis in, like, pajamas doing, like...
That's one of his funniest things. Yeah.
And they finally take down a rocket and they all freak out.
That's what they were like on the helicopter. They were all dancing on the wings of the helicopter and stuff, like bouncing up and down.
Yeah, I mean, 2 guys probably died just then.
Also, it's totally unfair because the Americans had to play by all these rules. Like, why aren't you shooting at him yet? He's like, well, he hasn't shot at me. It's like, how do you know he hasn't shot at you? He's like, once you hear a bullet whiz by, then you know it's close.
Dang.
Like, and the Somalians, they're playing by no rules. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
No, I would be a little trigger happy if I was in that situation.
Yeah.
I want to wait for like a...
But what's crazy is it's in downtown where like it's a civil war, and so half the people are citizens.
Civil.
And good.
Jeez.
I know. You should watch the movie. It's pretty good. Off the top of my head, 8.4.
Damn.
Wow. Off the top of your head, and you haven't even seen it.
Yeah. We're pretty predictable with these. 8.8, we got a matching number. And I was like, give me a second. Let me think about it. Boom.
Why'd you rate this one a little lower than the other ones? I feel like we've been in the 9s because we used to love this shit.
Adam Eve, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, what'd you think of his suit change?
I think it's worse.
It is worse.
But he's gonna go like Omni-Man at some point and have a cape and it's Beast.
He's gonna be like a Viltrumite looking.
By the end of this whole situation, he's the king of Viltrumitis.
Oh, really?
He's the king of Viltrumite. He's gonna leave Earth at some point, probably maybe next season. I don't know. What was another thing I had?
Also, I miss his dad being in it.
Huh?
His dad's badass. I wish he'd be in it more.
Oh, Omni-Man? Maybe they'll team up again.
I was kind of hoping Omni-Man was going to come back to Earth when that guy was kicking his ass.
Oh, no, because he killed Conqueror by himself. And Conqueror, as of Viltrumites, is top 5.
Okay, he killed him with Adam Eve.
Yeah, but
Adam Eve is OP now.
She's OP. She can't awaken that situation until she gets in that situation. But
if she gets her face ripped off, she can come back to life.
Yeah, and she can at least repair her face.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Oh, yeah, that was brutal, dude.
Oh, jeez.
How do you know it was worse in the comics?
Oh, I saw it. Guts were just...
why do they have so many guts?
So much guts. Why do people have so many guts?
Yeah. There's
You've
guts.
never been ripped open?
No.
So you wouldn't know. You got a lot of guts in there, bro.
Yeah, but that's like, it's way more brutal than anything ever. Than like The Boys.
The Boys?
Other than The Boys.
Oh. So you said, okay, then like The Boys.
What happened in the most recent season of The Boys?
Oh, just guts and gore and penises. Long freaking... That one dude keeps coming back. They're like, everybody loves this guy. And you're like, stop showing that guy.
I've also been watching the new Batman movie. I watched it like every night for like 30 minutes.
New Batman movie.
The most recent.
Every night for 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I still have not finished that movie. You like it now?
It's good.
Okay.
I think the show The Penguin makes you like the movie The Batman movie
I can
more.
see that happening. And
Yeah.
I would like to watch it now that you said that. But honestly, like, there's something about going to movies at 25 and older. I don't understand how Billy did it with us, like going to see Pokemon hour and a half when he was like 60 and we were like 8. But he KO'd in a lot of those movies.
He fell asleep?
Oh, Bully KO'd in a lot of those movies. But I just don't like being in the movie theater, and it's probably worse for us than it was Bully. Just because
I like it more than you. I still like the theater, but back in the day, I went like every weekend.
The second I get in the movie theater, I get like antsy. Like, I just want to be out of here. And the popcorn's not worth it. Just makes you shit yourself. That's an everybody problem. That's not just a me problem. Anybody that can eat a tub full of popcorn with a ton of butter and be fine, I commend you. You know you're.
Have you been watching Severance?
No.
You got to finish it.
I'm like 2 or 3 episodes behind, but I'll watch that in like 2 or 3 hours.
It's great.
It's that good.
It's great.
I haven't been too impressed by this season.
Oh, what?
I liked it a lot, but I haven't been like, oh man, I gotta watch the next episode. But House of the Dragons was like that, and it was like every episode was a disappointment. I watched it as it aired, and then I was immediately disappointed.
I watch Severance every Friday when it comes out.
Yeah, I didn't know what day it came out.
Friday.
Yeah.
I've also been watching House of David.
I think I'm like 2 episodes behind on Severance. I forget what I saw last.
Because of my love for The Chosen, they dropped a show on Amazon called
House of David.
And so now I've been watching it.
Yeah.
And it's pretty sick too. Have you started The Chosen? You said you were going to start it tonight last time we had this.
Pull the tapes.
I'll pull the tapes.
What is it on? You never told me.
Amazon. I think season 1's on Netflix, so you'll get to watch it commercial free.
Done this before.
Yeah. Yep.
I just have so much going on. I barely watch TV these days.
What do you do when you get home?
Watch TV.
What do you do with your nights?
Party. I don't know.
On the weekdays? When you get home? Make dinner, watch TV, go to bed?
Pretty much. 5 to 9. Sleep by 9, up by 5. Grind until 4.
You are not up at 5. Back when we worked out, getting you up at 6 was like hell for me. I had to put on a smile every morning just to try and cheer you up.
I didn't want you to be there. That's why it was hell for me. Being up by 5 and you're not there. Nothing but smiles.
Oh man, I
gotta be at 6.
I spent so much of my day trying to cheer you up, and for what?
I spent so much of my money setting you up with the gym, and all you are is I'm grateful.
I just got a gym membership. You couldn't even
work out at 5 p.m.
I worked out at that time today.
Well, that's what we should have been doing the whole time. You forced me to wake up at 6 a.m. and I said, this shit's stupid. All I do when I get home is watch TV, eat dinner, and go to bed. I got so much time after work. But instead, I'm waking up at 6 a.m.
Well, maybe you can go work out on your own at 5.
I have been.
Have you been?
I get back in the house before you even get to my gym.
Oh, you mean in the morning?
Wrapped up.
Oh my gosh.
What, you think I'm lying?
I know you're lying.
That's bad.
I know it is.
On you.
For knowing that you're lying?
All right, well, I'm gonna start tomorrow. You've seen it before. You're like, oh man, you're gonna lose 30 pounds in 2 months, and I'm like,
I bet you're getting too old to where you couldn't. The old puke workout routine.
2-finger practice. No, but oh please, I'd still do it.
No, you couldn't. Too old.
Too old.
Too old. Your metabolism's getting worse.
When do you think your metabolism goes to shit?
I think it doesn't.
35.
I don't think it turns a switch overnight. I think it starts going down and down once you're like 22.
35. 22.
You think your metabolism is as good as when you were in high school? Then
maybe.
What? You in high school you didn't even have to do anything and you were skinny.
But now I'm thinking about it. And I'm strengthening my metabolism each day. Oh, well.
What else happened in this show?
Conqueror fight.
Oh, Omni Boy.
He's cool. Purple kid.
I thought he was about to get ripped in half.
Yeah, that would have been brutal.
That would have been brutal.
Yeah.
At least he's alive.
So tough to talk about shows. Because we used to do bullet points on the shows. And I was like, oh yeah, remember when this happened? But now it's like, yeah, the season was beast. 8.8. You should watch it. But do I really want to talk about it? Is this really a show podcast anymore?
I kind of want to watch Vox Machina because it's on Amazon and it is highly rated and it looks the same kind of animation.
Vox Machina? I thought that was like human animation. CGI looking ish.
What is this one?
Vox Machina?
I'll show you a picture. The Legend of Vox Machina. This is what the background looks like.
I see it.
Do you think it looks kind of like it?
No, it looks more like
Dude, this picture looks just like these characters could be in Invincible.
Yeah, kinda.
And it's got
8.8.
8.4 on IMDb.
Alright, we're gonna watch it.
I do kind of want to watch it. And Invincible has an 8.7. So hopefully it's like Invincible, but without all the blood. You love the blood. That's who it's for.
The blood.
He said, like, damn.
I kind of sometimes like shows that it's like you weren't expecting it. Like Invincible episode 1, season 1. You were like, oh,
that's
damn.
what kept me in because I was like, oh, wow.
Now what? You want them to do that and then start going PG-13?
20,000 people.
You got to see the magnitude of the kill, the power of them compared to everyone else.
I've seen it how many
pushing
times.
Them through. It still happens. He's still on Earth. Mark Grayson is still just ruining every civilian's life. So you think
that he's going to be like, oh man, I'm ruining Earth. I got to go?
Yeah.
But how come they won't just send another Viltrumite to...
He ruined Brooklyn. He ruined the last battle. Like 14 Mark Graysons destroyed the entire globe.
Oh yeah, I think it was worse than what Omni-Man did.
Absolutely. On a magnitude of 14 times. Like, they went around and destroyed at least one city a pop and killed. So he's, like, in a spot where it's going to be like, nobody on Earth is ever going to love him again.
What do you think?
He's going to, like, save the day and people be like, well, you killed. Yeah. Like, we saw you. You had a mohawk then, but.
No, I think they could forgive him for that.
But they won't. There's a bad stench on Invincible.
You already know because of the comic.
On Earth. No, I haven't read the comic, but like.
Have you ever read a comic?
No.
All right, good.
I've read manga.
Oh my god, even worse.
But like only like 20 chapters, which.
When you read that, is it in Japanese?
How would I do that?
How do they do it? They have an English one?
Yeah, they freaking. You dumbass. I'm glad this got off of me a bit. That was a silly question. I read, like, so when Gear 5 One Piece was coming out, Luffy, Gear 5. You only know him at, like, nothing.
He's not even Gear 1?
No, so he probably is always Gear 1. First gear.
He's got to be Gear by 2 by now.
No, then he goes Gear 2. You know when you see it. Then 3, then 4, then 5. Mm-hmm. I'm at 5. And 5's a whole nother beast. So Jack and Chris were telling me this, and they were like, you got to read it. And so I read up to Gear 5, and I haven't really watched or
You read from the start?
No! From where I had stopped, which was like 20 chapters away. Wow. I would have just had to wait like.
Did you read it online or did you get a book?
Huh? I read it online.
Okay, that wasn't a dumb question.
It wasn't.
Okay, well, don't answer it like it was.
I took it online, thievingly, read it, stopped. Then this isn't for me.
Oh, you didn't think it was for you?
No, I thought it was sweet, but also with Japanese manga.
I asked if it was Japanese and you said no.
the colors in the books and the way it's made is Japanese, but
the colors are Japanese.
The way they make books is from right to left.
Okay, so they can fix fix the language, but they can't flip the pages.
I don't know, man. Why are you?
You would think they can
What's
do
your
that.
problem?
The Japanese read right to left too.
Everything would be mirrored if they flipped the pages. You ever seen your face mirrored? You know how weird it looks.
Why can't they take the page and do this? Not flip it, cut it out, and move it over.
Because then you're reading page 2, then page 1.
They can't fix all of that.
Why are they appeasing us so much with their
because
books?
We're the ones who make them all the money.
No.
Yeah.
No, there's a bunch of 45-year-old men over there in Japan reading some weird manga. They don't need us. You should walk down the streets of Japan. It's a bunch of hentai and like Asian girls with their boobs out in stores. It's like Victoria's Secret on steroids. It's like if you walk through this store, not like nipples.
Yeah.
But like if you go in this store, it's all about sex. Right there. Yeah, it's some weird stuff. And they're all like Japanese men. This is just an assumption off of the animes I've watched. They're all perverts. Every Japanese man is a pervert, and they just love big titties.
Yeah, their knocks are always like.
It's uncomfortable. But yeah, that's Japan for you, dude. They love titties, America. They love America. Japan, like, we did all that stuff to Japan, and every time they betray us in an anime, it's like, look at these beasts! And we're always OP. So it's sweet, dude. They love us over there.
That's nuts that they just forgave us like that.
They're like, we had it coming.
It hasn't even been 100 years.
No, they're literally, I mean, take notes.
They knew they were acting up.
Hey, man, you guys are cool.
Have you seen Chernobyl?
Yeah, I feel like you've asked me that multiple times.
Okay, well, you asked me this multiple times. Well, I asked you about Chosen. You said you were going to start it, and you forgot
Chernobyl is scarring.
Oh my gosh, no, it's not. It's not even.
Oh, you're such a bitch,
that's what I'm saying, dude.
You're
it's
talking
not even
about animated blood.
It's not even comparable. Like Invincible's way worse.
There's people melting.
Dude, you could
radiation melt. They go into the hospital and they're melting via radiation.
Yeah, but they're not cut open.
Well, yeah, they're melting.
Yeah, you could never be on the front lines. Don't have this guy in your front lines.
Dude, I would be way better at frontline than you.
There's actually several people from Chernobyl in the new Batman movie. I've noticed. Several of the actors.
Are they
not people that were in Chernobyl? Do you know where Chernobyl is?
Russia.
I actually think it's in Ukraine now. Because it was in the USSR, and then when they...
Why are they fighting over it so much that...
I don't think that's one of the parts they want.
Hey, radiation here.
They said it's going to take like 10,000 years to clean up. Shows how little they know. Evidently, it's like almost good to go again. It's going a lot faster than they thought.
I thought it was like 50 years for radiation to give up or something.
I don't think what happened in Chernobyl was absurd.
Really?
An absurd amount of radiation.
Yeah.
It's like taking 100,000 X-rays in your chest. That's what the guy were explaining it like.
For one person.
Yeah.
And that was just branching.
Well, actually, he was like, this number is only like an X-ray. And the guy was like, actually, that would be like 1,000 X-rays. And what we're talking about is about 1,000 times as bad as that.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I remember them being like, nah, we got to keep this under wraps. We can't tell other countries. And then they were like, we got to tell everybody.
Yeah.
Like, this is way worse than we expected.
They really didn't want to tell the U.S., though.
Yeah.
They're like, if we tell the U.S., they're going to like...
Shape. We're always just big brothering people.
Well, at the time, I think was still the Cold War. And I think...
Well, that's what we needed. So cold during this war. All you need is a bit of radiation. Heat that globe up real quick.
I don't think it heats things up.
Why would it not?
because it's not heat. It's radiation.
Via heat.
Do you get hot when you get an X-ray? No, you can't even tell.
Feel it in my soul. How many X-rays have you had?
Oh, I don't know. At least they do them at the dentist too.
Don't count those.
Okay. Probably like 10.
Say at least 20.
Yeah. Now that you're Mr.
Rough and tough.
You think you've broken more bones than me?
For sure.
I've broken my leg a couple times.
I broke this pinky. Got that X-rayed like 3 times.
I broke my fingies.
Broke my arms.
I broke this one punching you in the head. I broke my thumb playing basketball.
Broke my legs like twice. Broke 4 ribs.
All right, you win, Mr. Glass.
Hey, man.
Don't get in any
Not
fights.
anymore. Not anymore.
Oh, you think you're stronger?
You grow back stronger. What do you mean?
Have you ever broken anything twice?
This arm a couple of times. Or this arm a couple of times.
Different
parts. Keeps adding to the bone. You should see my freaking skeleton.
Do you think it looks scarred on the inside?
Dense.
Do you think if they cut you open, they can be like, he broke this?
Jesus. Oh, yeah, for sure.
He broke this bone.
Because I think that, like, I can still feel, like, bumps in this arm where I broke my arm.
Mm.
So I would think they would be like, oh, yeah, he broke his arm here. Especially, like, they would be like, oh, this guy broke that thumb for sure.
And definitely that pinky.
Yeah, but though you broke that pinky. But I never went to the doctor for that, so I can't claim it as broken.
You should have.
Yeah.
I'll claim it.
Yeah, it's brutal. I can't believe he did that to me.
You should see if they can fix it.
Do what at this point?
Physical therapy.
It's not like anybody notices the pinky.
I do. As soon as you raise your hand, I'm like, ugh.
Here. Yeah, one time, so it's actually funny because I told Mom and Dad I like jammed it playing basketball, but I'm sure
that's right. Otherwise, you would have broken another one.
What?
I said if you would have told them
my other pinky.
If you would have told them the truth.
Threatened me. Yeah, I'm sure that's what it was. But for some reason, at the time, I thought I was going to get as much trouble as John was. Oh, because I said F you.
Yeah, we were playing basketball.
It was like the first time I said F you to John. We were sitting in a hotel room, 2 queen beds. I was sitting down. I said, F you. He went to punch me. I stuck my hand out, and he just shattered my pinky.
Yeah.
And now I can't straighten it all the way.
You say I broke it, but you're the one. I wasn't trying to punch you in the hand.
Well, it was your actions that
your
caused
dodge.
it.
Bad dodge. You should have just accepted the blow.
Bad block. It wasn't a dodge. I was trying to counter, and it failed.
Bad counter.
Bad counter.
You should have accepted the blow,
yes,
and we wouldn't even know anymore.
What, just get punched in the frickin' face?
I doubt I was aiming for your face.
I bet you were.
I never punched you in the face.
You broke your hand on my head.
That's a head.
And also, I remember specifically one time when I had braces, you punched me in the mouth.
Well,
but it hurt you pretty good, and it swelled my lips up. And that's definitely considered face.
I don't feel like we did much punching in the face.
We didn't.
Dude, you were nuts too.
I had to.
Oh
I had to unlock some type of animalistic personality. Called it bull rage, so I turned red.
It's really funny. What used to really piss you off is if we were like playing a video game or something, we were sitting next to each other, and if I had to sneeze, I would just sneeze right in your face.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even remember that. That's so douche. Yeah.
That's so funny. That's a good prank.
Yeah, it's a classic prank. That's why I'm sneezing. Oh, dude, this is actually super gross.
Yeah, imagine if you had retaliated, you could have gotten way worse.
Office. I saw Luke give off the 2 biggest sneezes of all time straight into the floor.
Oh.
And it was like, I saw every water droplet. Like
the particles.
Every particle. I turned, like, I only saw a second sneeze, but I saw the second one. Every particle on the floor, and I was like, ah! And I'm not even like a big germ guy, but this thing, it was insane, the sneeze he gave off. It was crazy. Luke is just, He's a germaphobe. He's a germ.
I was trying to tell a story about Luke to Whitey. He was over this weekend, and I was like trying to.
Luke showed up.
I was trying to explain to him how Luke is, and so I was like, "Oh, let me pull him up on YouTube," and I pulled up the.
That would be hilarious.
That would be hilarious.
That's my favorite video of all time. You really gave me a second to think about it. I love Luke.
Mm-hmm.
I do. And if I heard anybody bad mouthing Luke other than like
punch him in the face,
I'd be like, F you. That one time that when I got my interview at DRB, broken right arm, broken thumb. I'm walking into like the office, which is like our building.
Yeah.
And this lady doesn't know me. She's like worked at DRB. I didn't recognize her from night. And I'm like, I'm looking for Brian Choke's office. And Luke pulls up right behind me. And he starts talking to me. He's like, oh, what's up, Zach? Whatever he's saying. It's just a bunch of crazy stuff. And she's like, oh, so I see you've met Luke. And I was like, yeah, that's my cousin.
You think she was saying it with animosity?
The way she said it was kind of like, but I mean, I can understand. Luke's a little bit too much sometimes.
Oh, are you kidding me? I love the guy, but he drives me absolutely nuts.
Luke.
And I can't even say.
How far would it go before you were like, take it easy? I'll give you a couple of examples. Oh, I've seen you met Luke.
Safe.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen you met Luke.
All right, still okay.
Got a little bit of attitude behind it now. Oh. I've seen you met Luke. The way I said oh.
Yeah, I have to put it in place. I see you met Luke.
You're not the droid we are looking for.
Oh, no, probably regardless of how she said it, I probably would be like, yeah, he's my cousin.
Yeah, cuz.
And I own the building, and you're fired.
And that's it for you. Back up your things.
Yeah, he's my cousin, and he just took your job. Nothing will get that.
Luke's head of marketing, though. All right, well, I feel like I don't know if we...
Anything else in this show? I think that, also, like, Mark, he killed that guy that's supposed to be, like, the biggest beast on the planet, but then he has hard times with people that should be cakewalks. The electric guy. Also, I knew that electric guy was going to kill his whole family. That guy was Aaron Paul.
Yeah, well, he kept getting more powerful, and you didn't understand that for some reason.
I understand it.
Every time he got hit, he got more powerful.
But
so Mark had trouble defeating him because he couldn't hit him to defeat him.
Yeah, but he could have just done one of these.
With electricity. That's his power.
I feel like Mark was getting hit way harder than electric
Here's
shocks.
what Mark's whole deal is. The reason he's the greatest Viltrumite of all time is because he's half human, and he like taps into human rage, which is like everyone who's Viltrumite is pretty much emotionless.
Really?
So he taps into this like rage that they like can't tap into, and that's why he goes crazy and is OP over all these guys.
Yeah, now I was complaining about how bloody it is, and at the end of this season he said, now I'm going to start killing people.
Yeah.
Basically.
Game time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to get worse. I bet he knocks out civilizations. And I'm going to be like, boom, 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 boom.
Who were some of your favorite characters? Oh, man, how about Rex Splode? R.I.P.
R.I.P. That's actually... Rex Splode is like most improved in high school.
Yeah.
Like the idiot that like gets...
Yeah, kind of a shame he died. He was a good character.
He was great by the end.
Yeah.
I didn't like him at the start. Fantastic by the end.
Mm-hmm.
Great turnaround. Besides Rex Splode, he might be like my favorite character of this season.
Yeah.
Just to give him his cred.
I like the big
guys.
black mob guy.
The stone dude.
I like him.
Yeah, he's cool. Little Luke Cage.
What's the guy that took over for him? Oh, what about that?
I like the daggum dude with the face scar, who's just dealing with Mark's shit all the time.
You know who he is? Who the actor is?
Yeah.
Great actor.
Yeah, great actor.
Something Coggins.
Coggendoggins.
He's
Hagendoggins.
He's the bad guy in Justified, or like I didn't watch Justified, but I know that you love this character in Justified.
The guy that's in like all the shows with Danny McBride.
Yeah.
Nah.
That's him.
Hell yeah.
You can't recognize his voice. You'd have to like look that one up.
That's great.
He's also the guy with no nose in that Fallout show.
Yeah, well, that's him.
Okay.
It's him as an actor.
Well, I've never seen it.
He's the ghoul.
Is that a good show?
You've never seen it? I swear we like did that on the podcast.
No, we haven't. What's your rating of it?
You're bullshitting me.
I've never seen it.
Promise me.
I promise.
Oh, okay.
What's it on Amazon?
8.7.
Wow.
It's good.
Wow.
People were like gassing ass. Are you sure we haven't done this?
I'm positive. I kind of want to watch Landman. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I've also never seen. I swear we haven't done it. We haven't done it.
Why did I watch it then?
Yellowstone. Never seen that. Have you seen it? Why'd you say it like that?
I'm just like still on the fact that I feel like we've done the Fallout.
You can search Fallout,
which is crazy, dude. Why did I watch it?
Because it was popular.
Personal?
You watch things that
strictly business.
You watch things we don't pod all the time.
Yeah, but
I like the lion bad guy.
Simba or Scar?
No, in Invincible.
Oh. Yeah, they're stronger than Viltrumites.
Oh, are they?
They're like one of the only things that are stronger than Viltrumites.
Yeah, he's not. Oh, Seth Rogen's character is great.
Like him.
Yeah.
He's a great character.
Alan.
Alan.
Yeah, it was something the alien. Alan the alien. Great character. What about the little Chinese guy that turns into the dragon?
He was cool.
Yeah.
I would not like that power because you're just like helpless.
What's the metal face guy's name? Something like that.
Full body. Metal face.
Is it metal face?
Yeah.
Robot face, metal head.
Robot head.
Robot head, metal head.
Robot metal. I don't know.
Dang.
We're right there. I'm sure we said all of his name, just not in the correct order.
Metal face, robot face.
Riggs is going to get out. Riggs is going into this crate as a dog that lived alone and is leaving the crate as a dog with a cat.
Yeah, he might be a dog that's living alone in like a week.
I don't think so. I think if anyone's the
Imagine
issue,
if his cat died like that.
I'd be like, hey, how much a cat costs? Like $7? I can't pay for the emotional attachment you had to
this is a great story about cats. So Whitey told me this story. So it's not from the horse's mouth, but it's about Bailey Bryant. And he wanted a cat. And so I guess he found one on Facebook or something. And he bought it for like $100.
Yeah.
And
damn, rip off.
Yeah, I got my cat for free.
Yeah, you can get cats for free if you sneeze.
Yeah, and also Dana just asked me if I wanted a cat because like his brother-in-law had like
everybody's
a litter.
Trying to give away.
Yeah, cat. So I'm like, I wonder why Bailey didn't take one of those. So he gets this cat, and he takes it home, and like the next day, the lady who gave him the cat was like, "Hey,
Bobcat,
how's my cat doing? Can I get a picture of the cat?"
Next day.
Yeah. So evidently, I don't know why this person got rid of their cat, but this cat had like some age on it, and apparently like they liked the cat a lot. So,
age on it?
Like it's not like a kitten.
7?
I don't know. It was older.
Definitely not. Cat.
Yeah. So.
An old dog.
She was like, "Can I see a picture of my cat?" And he was like,
my cat.
Fine. Whatever.
Yeah, I would definitely send one.
So he sent one.
Yeah.
The next day, he gets a text from this lady that's like, "Hey, I'm really missing my cat. Could I FaceTime my cat?"
No. Oh my gosh.
So I think he did let her FaceTime it. So they FaceTimed this cat.
No way I would have done that.
The next day, she's texting like, "Hey, I'm really missing my cat. Can I get a picture of my cat or something?" And Bailey like,
first of all, it's not your cat.
Yeah, so I think Bailey then like texted her and like said that like, "Hey, this isn't your cat anymore." And then she like sent him another text. So then he blocked her number.
Good.
So then he gets a text from her daughter that was like, "I can't believe you blocked my mom's number. She really loves that cat. Blah, blah,
then why'd
blah."
y'all get rid of it?
I don't know.
Why'd y'all put me in this situation?
So then she gets to FaceTime the cat again. And Bailey lets her FaceTime and he goes, "This is the last effing time you'll be talking to this cat." He said, "You have 10 seconds.
Say your goodbyes."
Yeah, so he said, "And then we're done." And then he puts the cat on and he goes, 1, 2. And then that was it.
Yeah.
He let her FaceTime
Never
the
called
cat.
again.
That's hilarious.
Oh man, I wouldn't have let it go that far. I would have been like, after like, if she would have asked to FaceTime the cat, I would have been like, no.
I don't know how much hanging out you've done with Bailey lately, but he's hilarious.
Yeah.
I bet him telling that story, it's also only something that would happen to him. But he
just the Bry's in general.
Dude, he's
well, Dana is the best storyteller because he can't get the daggum stories out.
Bailey has all these mannerisms. He'll be like messing with his hair and he'll be like, I could just imagine him telling this story about the cat. And then she wants to FaceTime the cat.
I like that. So the other day at work, I was like talking to Dana and he pauses for a second and he looks at his phone and he like holds up a picture of his daughter Lily, who was like at like prom or something.
Yeah.
He's like, "Look at this. What am I supposed to do with this?" And I'm like, I don't know, man. And I said, "Well, at least your sons are ugly." I like that one a lot.
That's funny. Did he laugh?
Huh?
Did Dana think it was funny?
Oh, Dana was dying. We've had this conversation before.
Well,
I know. Appreciate you.
I was helping you.
Yeah.
Next time I'll say, "Hey, man, you told me that."
Your laugh, the first time I told you, it was way better. So honestly, you weren't helping me that much. Should have been deeper.
You told the story a lot better the first time.
I was a little bit short with it this time.
Yeah, so I was short with the laugh as well.
Okay. I appreciate that. No falsehoods.
All
right, you good?
Yeah, great episode.
Sweet. See you next time. Movie night. Movie night. Movie night. Ain't no doubt we about to watch one. Movie night. Turn it on. Gotta get it started. Let's watch a movie tonight. 'Cause movie nights are always the best of times. Got to keep on watching. Keep on watching. Got to keep on watching.